If you're looking for a novel to read or anything just out of boredom, then you probably want to read My House of Horrors. Horrors, I think. Yeah, not horrors. This novel literally has everything that you could ever want in a novel. You want let's see, romance? Yeah, this novel's got it. Plenty of it, honestly. Even though it's on the tragic side of things, it's still romance nonetheless. And I'd argue that tragedy is actually better than just plain old romance because it's like the sense of loss or tragedy that really gets you to appreciate love and romance and all that lovey-dovey stuff. Because if like any of you have ever gotten your, I guess, wisdom teeth removed, like you know how much you've taken for granted, that like the ability to just munch and chew on your food. But going back to My House of Horrors, this novel's got romance, it's got, let's see, thriller, it's got horror, it's got world building. Like the stories, everything is just so interconnected. Like at first it may start off like a little bit slow, but once it just goes like it starts it like once the story gets going, it really just gets going, and everything is just so interconnected with each other. And the main character, he's if you enjoy Reverend Insanity, or if you enjoy any main character that just really just is active, proactive, and that's just not laying there all the time, and that's like, cunning, scheming, and devious or just intellectual, then you'll definitely enjoy this novel. This novel is like what's not to like about this novel? The main plot of this novel is like around Chenjie, who is a horror house or a haunted house owner who's pretty much kind of struggling to, I guess, keep his haunted house business going afloat after his parents disappeared mysteriously about a year ago. And he's ever since then he's been just like sacrificing all his money and everything to keep this haunted house going, until one day he finds this mysterious phone that gives him missions to do, and from there he just goes on. And like the whole story, what's genius about this is that the author puts a twist on the, I guess, the way that most novels go about in how they make their main character stronger. Our main character in this novel doesn't get stronger in terms of pure physical, like raw strength. He's literally just a normal human being. Maybe he has some buffs to his eyesight, his ability to see in the dark or hear or smell things, but anything like in this novel that he does, like literally any other human being could do if they were, I guess, as smart or intellectual as Chenjie, which really just like sets him apart from many other main characters in other novels that may just be there, like, because they literally have a system or just some treasure or whatever inheritance that was just passed down to them due to pure luck. Our main character in this novel, although he kind of does have the phone, like he's not given anything just I guess freely. He has to actually work for it, and he has to go through life-threatening dangers. And the way he gains his powers is by, well, it's literally the power of friendship, and not in the way where he's just like stronger or like randomly just beats people because he has friends. In this novel, he basically gathers the way he gains power is by acquiring new friends and family through ghosts, which will help him later in I guess of combating are villains and people. And Chenjie's main goal throughout the novel is basically to find his parents and get to the answer of why his parents missing. And through this goal, Chenjie basically goes through a pretty wild journey in order to find his parents. And I'm about 100 chapters away from finishing the novel, and his parents haven't gotten really brought up yet, but we're like literally just one arc away from finding his parents. And I don't see how, I guess, gigantically, or how the author could screw up the novel. Like, all I can say so far about this novel is just positive things, because like through each arc I feel like the story has gotten better and better, and this Like all the author has to do is just do the exact same thing that he's been doing throughout the novel, and he would have a good, like a pretty good ending on his hands. Like I would argue that this novel is like top tier. If you guys haven't read it yet, then I strongly recommend that you guys read My House of Horrors. um Maybe once I finish the novel, I will have a different opinion on it. But right now, as it is, I honestly am really loving this series, and I'm stoked to see the ending of it.